right, here's the video review for Transformers Legacy Voyager Animated Universe Optimus Prime. It's Transformers Legacy Evolution. There we go. You got these long titles on top of the long character names because of the animated universe and all this stuff. Anyway, Optimus Prime. He's a fire truck. He's got an axe, which just pegs in. We can take that off. It's got an extendable handle. We'll show that off more when we get him converted to robot mode. But yeah, truck. You roll okay. You got some little armored wheels in the front. And it's a nice little representation of fire truck Optimus Prime. This piece, the light bar, is actually a separate piece, so that may play into any repaints, remolds that come down the line. You can make the truck without the light bar. Maybe they'll do a Motor Master without the light bar this time. Who knows? But the light bar is a separate piece. It just pegs in right there. But you don't have to remove it. Once it's pegged in from the packaging, you can leave it on there for transformation. It doesn't move or go anywhere. But yeah, his feet flip up here. Some people don't like it. I don't mind it so much. But it is kind of a squarish chunk there on the back of him. But he's a fun little roll-around truck. In a Transformer, we'll go ahead and pop this little panel here and this panel here. You can see his head hiding in there. We'll go ahead and, I guess those are maybe locked in because, oh yeah, they're tabbed, locked in because the arms are still tabbed in. Then you kind of untab the arms, this little tab right there. And then you can bring this back. You can bring the arms all the way up and peg the hip piece plugs into these silver pieces here. And then once that's unlocked, all of this stuff can start moving. You can lift up the wheels. You can rotate these entire assemblages down here. You don't want to get them all the way down yet. And then you can untag the legs here. The legs just kind of unhinge from the side here, unhinge from or unpeg from each other. You fold this around and then collapse the, rotate the calf up and around to make the calf, and then the foot hinges back and then hinges forward. It's got some ankle tilt, but there's a leg done. And then you just do the same over here. Tab this in here, unpeg this, flip that around, pull the leg back, and there you got it. You want to rotate the body here. At this rotational joint, he does have a waist swivel as well. Both the waist swivel and the and this rotational torso joint had a little bit of flash in there on mine, so sometimes when you start to twist it, it pops off. If you make sure to hold it together and rotate it a couple of times, that flash will kind of wear away and it won't pop off as much. But like, just be aware, the first couple times I did mine, this just twisting it caused that to slide out of its slot, which is, it happens. Anyway, bring this down. I'm gonna bring these down around like this. And then there's a peg here that's going to go into this little slot on the wheel at first. And that will kind of hold together, but that latches like that. And you want to make sure when you pull this piece down that you're holding these together properly, because these little pegs right here will peg into these angled slots here on the back of the post, and that's going to lock the whole torso together. But until you get to that point, it's still floppy around. I guess you could go ahead and just do this now. But you want to make sure that little peg lines up there. Because one, that's going to peg the back plate in more securely, and it's not going to be floppy. And it's also going to hold this whole torso together. And this piece comes down and tabs into the front. And the arm, you just bring that down and around like that. And then you flip open the forearm. And bring the fist out. Bring the fist out, and there is Optimus in robot mode. He's got a maskless face, which he was. I mean, like, he did have a faceplate in animated, and the original Voyager had a little flip up and down faceplate, but he did tend to go faceplateless for the majority of the show, so it's not necessarily the wrong choice they made here. It doesn't exactly match the animated aesthetic, but I think it does a pretty good job, and just as a fun Optimus Prime, it's a really fun toy. You've got a ball joint at the neck, you got dual swivel shoulders, bicep swivel, you got dual hinge elbows, you got a ball joint at the wrist, although it's mostly rotational once you clap everything together. But even still, you got wrist rotation, you got a waist swivel, dual hinge hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees, ankle tilt, and then some front to back on the feet as well. He's got the axe, which he can hold one-handed. He's got a peg here on his arm if you want to attach it to his arm like that in either direction. If you want to maybe make it pretend it's a water spray and laser pistol, I don't know. It also has the extendable handle, so you can either have him hold it in one hand with the long. I think it looks better with the handle extended. You can also, it takes a little doing, and it doesn't exactly hold it great, but you can, with a little finagling, you can get him into a two-handed pose where he can hold the axe with both his hands. And then just as a quick comparison, here he is with the original Voyager animated Prime. And you can see, again, you can see the differences in how this does not match up 100% with the old school animated show. This one is much more accurate to the cartoon and Derek Wyatt's drawing style, art style. But, and of course he does have the exposed faceplate that can flip up and down, whereas he just has the unfaceplated face. So yeah, if you're looking for I love Transformers animated, I want a toy that matches the show, you're going to want to hunt down the old original Optimus Prime. There's just no two ways about it. But as an homage to the animated universe, the new Prime is actually pretty nice. Like I said, it's a lot of fun to play with. It's a fun transformation. It's posable. So if you just can't hunt down the original animated Prime, this one's on shelves now and you can get it. You can also take, if you want, this axe is compatible with the previous Voyager if you want him to have it. Because this one does look more like his cartoon axe than the one that came with him, which is, where did I put it? I brought it out here. Oh, here it is. Versus the one that came with him. But yeah. But yeah. New wave of Transformers Legacy. There is Animated Universe Optimus Prime. We got Bumblebee. We got Tasmania Kid. Tigerhawk should be here in a couple of days. We'll review him when he gets here. Also, I do have, I'm shooting these on New Year's Eve. I do have Fans Hobbies Hydra, or their Lernaean, their version of Hydra, which will get reviewed. I might be able to get that shot this afternoon, depending on how much free time I have. My mother-in-law's in town. She's brought her dog. They're being good for right now, but it all depends on how busy the house gets. I'm alone in the house right now. I've got some quiet time to shoot some videos, so I'm doing it. We're going to do Tasmania Kid. We're going to do Animated Universe Bumblebee, also a great toy. If I can get to Lernaean, Lernaean's going to take a while because he's got the combined mode and is much more complex. So if I think I can get that done, I'll try to get that done today. If not, it is still coming. It may just be in a week or two when the house quiets down and I have more time to actually shoot that video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Here is Animated Universe Optimus Prime from Transformers Legacy. He's fun. Like I said, he doesn't 100% match the animated look, but as an homage to it, it's nice.